Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's player ratings time. Liverpool drew with Tottenham Hotspur 1-1 at White Hart Lane. Look, there seems to be a little bit of Twitter fume after that. I thought there were some really great performances from Liverpool there. Obviously, there's a tinge of disappointment because I think we all know that we deserve to win that game. But, you know, some really great performances. I'm going to go through the players now and obviously rate them because that is the idea of this show. Simon Mignolet, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought he made two terrific saves. One of them he asked to make sure of the Lamela free kick. One of them from the header from the corner was absolutely brilliant. But I was really impressed with his kicking today. And that's not something I think I've ever said, to be honest with you. Left foot and right foot, he made good decisions and good passes as well. And he didn't seem to look rushed, even though I still get nervous. And anyone who watched the live stream will see that. You get nervous because of his past misdemeanors, if you will. Nathaniel Klein, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think, you know, defensively, he was all right. Question marks over whether he was drawn in on their goal or not. But, you know, I was a little bit more disappointed from his attacking play today. I don't think he was as forthright with it. I don't think his crossing was as good as the last time we were in North London against Arsenal. So I've gone for a 7 out of 10 from him. Joel Matip, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. And Dejan Lovren, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 as well. I thought as a partnership, they work really well. When one went to the ball, the other covered, and vice versa. I think when they both had the ball at the feet, they did really well. Matip, ran out of the fence with the ball at his feet a number of times, and Lovren, the one where he just hits that outside of the ball, outside of the foot pass, was absolutely superb. And James Milner, I toyed with the idea of giving him a 9, to be honest with you. I think his general game probably did deserve that. I think, again, you know, he's going to lose a mark for me just based on their goal. I'm not 100% in agreement with Jamie Redknapp's commentary, to be honest with you. I know that he sort of runs this way towards, I think it's Dyer. I mentioned this in my match reaction, but I think he was doing that to try and catch Dyer offside. It didn't work, and then he's had to come in here, and then the ball's whipped in, and we obviously can see the goal. But I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought, you know, he offered an attacking threat. I thought he backed up Phil Coutinho in the first half brilliantly, and I thought, you know, some of those tackles that he made were absolutely superb, and at times he looked like a proper left back. He didn't look to me today, apart from that one time, he didn't look like a midfielder playing at left back. He looked like a good right-footed left back, and I think that's all you can ask for from James Milner. He's getting on in his career. He's been asked to play a new position. He's made some wonderful sliding tackles. He stood players up on the edge of his box to make sure his defensive partner in Lovren can get over to him. Absolutely brilliant performance, and you know, as I say, I did really toy with the idea of giving him a 9, but I've given him an 8 regardless. Jordan Henderson, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 as well. I thought he played much better today. I think there was times when he looked a little bit isolated, and that's maybe down to Gini Wijnaldum's performance more than Jordan Henderson's, to be perfectly honest with you. I think he will have been expecting a little bit more help defensively from Wijnaldum, but I thought when they had the ball at his feet, he made some good passes, and then, you know, the ones that he misplaced, they're good attempts. You know, sometimes over the top balls, they're not the easiest. Steven Gerrard used to miss-hit big long balls, and now he's not in Steven Gerrard's league. But you know what? From today, that's a much better performance from me than the last couple of games he's played at that defensive midfielder role, if you will. Gini Wijnaldum, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I don't think he affected the football too much. I think he was caught in possession a couple of times. And, you know, probably him and Phil Coutinho, for me, were our two weakest players on the day itself. Adam Lallana, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 as well. I think it really suited him having Henderson and Wijnaldum with those defensive duties a little bit more than Adam Lallana. And, you know, popping up into this area of the pitch here, which he did a lot, it just highlights how good a pressure of the ball is. He makes sure that Wanyama doesn't get an easy ride with the ball at his feet, and he makes sure that a centre-back striding out as well have someone to think about. And not only that, a couple of really good through balls from Lallana today, whether it be to Coutinho, Firmino or Mane, and this interlinking play with Mane, Coutinho, Firmino, it looks so much better for Adam Lallana from the midfield, who naturally wants to get forward, naturally used to playing further up the pitch. So for me, yeah, 8 out of 10. I'm going to go Phil Coutinho. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He should have scored. He should have scored. That's a great save from Vorm early on in the game there. You want him to just fucking put his foot through that, don't you? Absolutely, just smash that into the net. He's gone for the bottom corner. It's not quite right. He gives Vorm a chance, and fair play to Vorm. That's a great save. Down low at his right-hand side. Great save. You know, and he didn't have his shooting boots on either, did he? You know, there was a couple of times he was pushed off the ball as well on the edge of the 18. So there you go. That's his mark. Sadio Mane, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought first half he was fantastic, playing like a 9 out of 10 easily. But he just makes everything else tick, doesn't he? He just plays so far on this right-hand side, and then he pops up in these spaces, running at defenders, so brave. His passing is brilliant, his through balls are brilliant. That little lofted through ball over the top to, I think it was... Oh no, I think it was Firmino maybe on the left-hand side. Just great football. That's what you want to see. It's not something you expect from a wide man, is it? These like nice, intricate little through balls and stuff, but he's so good at it and he makes us tick. He really does. It's such a great signing so far for us. And Roberto Firmino, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 as well. I thought he was brilliant again. You know, he's the guy who ultimately causes the penalty, which James Milner sticks away. But again, not so much as what he did with the ball at his feet, but more what he created by his movement. And that I don't think you can really put a rating on, although I've given him an 8, so there's a fucking big lie. Divock Origi, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I actually at the time thought it was probably the right substitution. It didn't seem to work. You know, Origi going up top meant that these players then became static in their positions. So obviously, I think it was Coutinho came off, Firmino came on, Origi there. And everything that was good about Liverpool's performance first half was the movement, and the movement seemed to stop when Divock was there. We were looking for a bit of an outball from him, and the ball wasn't really sticking to him today, and I don't know why that is. So I'm giving him a 6 out of 10, and then you're taking Daniel Sturridge and Kevin Stewart, who I don't think, in fairness to them both, were on the pitch long enough to affect the football. So I'm not going to give either of them a mark. If you agree or disagree, of course, let me know in the comments section below, and do us a favour, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel.